Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, no, this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? So, welcome to Lunchtime with Robert, episode 1. Thought, obviously, I would say different variation of a different chill stream. Just doing it by myself. But yeah. So before we get into it, though, thought I'd give you guys just a little bit of something different. For lack of a better term. But regardless, before we get started, if you guys are new, make sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, make sure to share and make sure to ring that notification bell as well. Shout out to the two that's coming into the chat, though. Yeah, man. It's the Monday after the Super Bowl, and like I said, if you looked at the description, like we can just talk like sports, non-sports stuff, and stuff like that. Kind of just shoot the shit for about an hour, hour and a half, hour 15 minutes at the least. But regardless, and it's funny because it's like I see, like I mentioned in my post game last night. I know I did a little bit late as well, but kind of get my little bit thoughts out there. Yeah, look, like I said, it is what it is. There's really nothing else we can say about it at the end of the day. And we pretty much shot ourselves in the foot. But just the one funny thing that I've seen, not just on Twitter, but also TikTok as well. The fact that you have still the 49ers want to talk their shit. Same with the Giants and the Cowboys. First of all, I want to try to address the Niners a little bit. To the Niners fan base, not including my good friends Platform 246, Bashir from 49er Minded, another good guy, John J from 49ers Ultimate Report, and Devin Kelch Chronicles as well. This doesn't really apply to you, but this is going to apply to the arrogant side of the Niners faithful. The fact that Like, you want to kind of mock us for not winning the Super Bowl? Yeah, come talk to us when you actually know how to win one, especially under Kyle Shanahan. Because let's be real, Kyle Shanahan is a no choker. And it's like, it's going to get to the point. I mean, hey, well, you ain't wrong, RQ. But like I said, the fact you had Giants fans already talking the shit, because let's be real, the Giants have not been fucking relevant since 2011, 2012. And, in terms of Super Bowl quality, I would say. But yeah. But look, it is what it is. I mean, in terms of statistically, Hurts outplayed Mahomes. That one little fumble kind of really was the downstart of it. But, and I'll give Patrick Mahomes a lot of credit, though, for actually giving Hurts and actually, kind of shut the doubters wrong. Like, that Hurts is the real deal. And people say, not a top 5 quarterback. Because, first of all, let me ask you this. What has Justin Herbert done to show to be a top 5 quarterback? What Josh Allen has not shown. I mean, look, Josh Allen might be top 3, but in terms, exactly, with an injury, like, you can't tell me otherwise. But like I said, it's like, Herbert has not shown to really do much. So you're going because if I'm going to be completely honest, I don't think Justin Herbert's a top 5 quarterback. I think he's top 10, sure. Because the reason why I say that, because it's like, with stuff that he has around him, not just offensive, with all the offensive weapons, but that entire team has not done that. Franchise has not done Justin Herbert a lot of justice. Especially, you have a guy like Brandon Staley who's over aggressive. Did this twice. Actually choked in the. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Joe Burrow, because for me it's Mahomes, Burrow, Josh Allen's 3. I'm going to have to slide Herbert to the 5, because I feel like Hurts has done enough to where he should be at least a top 5. No, not in terms of what he can do, but he can bring a different skill set, because Mahomes, I almost say he's not a dual threat to by the standards, but I think in a way that, how do I put this? It's like a weird combination of, he's got a good pocket, like being like a pocket quarterback with better scrambling, if that makes sense. But first of all, you definitely have to put Joe Burrow, because I think Joe Burrow has done minus that playoff loss to the Chiefs. But look what Joe Burrow has done in his very short career in the NFL. I think he's done a lot more than what Josh Allen would do. Just not to mention the fact that Josh Allen, look at the receivers. I mean, Gabe Davis, okay, number 3 or number 4 on the depth chart. Outside of Stephon Diggs, you really have not much to work with. And Devin, Buffalo's not that the type of team that really will rely on the run game. But when you have to run the football, it's going to, sometimes it may or may not work. I would say, but that's just for me. That's just how, I think we all NFL fans have seen it. And, at the end of the day, I think if Patrick Mahomes decides to retire right now, which I know that sounds outlandish, but follow me here. Look what this kid has done since being especially I said that one start in his rookie year. I think for overall, I mean, look, that was a short sample size and stuff like that. What's good, Jeffy? What is good? But at the end of the day, Patrick Mahomes, let's be real. Now, the only thing is, too, that's the biggest question. Like, can he catch up to Tom Brady in terms of Super Bowls? That remains to be seen. Because for me, realistically, I really want to see that happening, because I think Patrick Mahomes, you cannot tell me outside of Patrick Mahomes who else is a very talented quarterback. Said, Joe Burrow. Like I said, Patrick Mahomes done so much in a short little time. I think 6 years. I mean, yes, I know 6 years feels like, Look, I kind of get over it though, but I do want to. Look, like I said, it is what it is. I'll just take the L and move on. But you got some arrogant Giants fans out there, and I tried to put it into place. Look, the last time, like I said, to the other content creators that I know that are part of the 49ers faithful, and you, Jeff, and Mac, and stuff like that, because like I said, this doesn't apply to talking many shit, but it's just like, if you're going to be that arrogant against us, where especially the Niners faithful, like at the end of the day, man, it's like you had to look yourself in the mirror and think to yourself, like you had like, Well, what's good, Coach Dante? Well, like I said, the Niners, most of the Niners faithful, like I said, outside of the content creators that I mentioned, um, look yourself in the mirror, and the fact that you have, and that is true, absolutely. It's the one thing we have always talked about. But yeah, well, like I said, this show, this show, it's surprisingly, kind of give a little bit backstory of this show. Like I said, kind of fell off of different chill streams, but kind of just, I don't know, like this, like I have just like these weird ideas come to my head and stuff like that. Um, and it's just, I'm thinking to myself, like, what can I do to just like, what other shows can I add? Kind of spice it up a little bit. Not just from the sports side of things, but kind of like do like a different like type of chill streams. Yeah, you know, to be quite honest, I think good riddance to Jonathan Gannon, because Gannon has not really done, and even when you have Fake Fangio to help you out, has not done that justice either. But we do have a backup. We do have a contingency plan in terms of the offensive coordinator position. From what I've been seeing, it's most likely going to be when Shane Steichen does leave, it's definitely going to be Brian Johnson. I'm going to be taking over this offense for sure. And like I said, I'm going to be opposed to it. Now, the defensive coordinator position, and I've said this, I think, countless times. I think after Jim Johnson after the Jim Johnson defense, defensive coordinator has not really been, I would say, the greatest in terms of production, so to speak. But, like I said, I think give credit where credit's due to Gannon. But at the end of the day, though, like, Gannon has not really done very much to show to stay. Because, yes, we led the league in sacks and stuff like that, but we've seen it time and time again in the second half. Yeah, Shane Steichen's definitely go to Colts and stuff like that. And good riddance. I mean, the fact, and it's funny, that's surprising. That's surprising that I think look at the Giants offensively. I thought actually they did pretty well under Mike Kafka. That's very surprising that first of all, like, Mike Kafka has not really, wow, okay, that is surprising. That was interesting. That's interesting. Because first of all, I think overall, though, I think Mike Kafka deserved to stay, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, Jeff. I really do. I think he's really has done a good job offensively of what weapons he had to work with. Hey, shout out to the AJ Show with the $3 super chat, man. You know what? That does make sense, Jeff. I do think that makes sense. And that's the thing, too, with some of, with Steichen, like, how well is he going to? Oh, yeah. But, that concerns me. Number one, how can... Yeah, well, that's true. That is true. But like I said, it's just like, it's, what do you may not think of, I thought Mike Kafka, look, before he even went to the Giants, I thought, he's another guy I could see be a potential head coach. Now, the question is, like, can you really, what could it, like, I couldn't imagine what his staff would be looking like who could have as an offensive coordinator, because a lot of times we see these OCs just not really done much. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Even though, and it's funny because, there's been talks about Hurts meeting Central, but I think people tend to forget he has one more year left on his rookie deal. No, like, first of all, who wants to coach the Cardinals? That's my thing. Because for me, like, if I was, like, this is the way that I see it. If I would have had an opportunity to offer a coaching job to the Cardinals, and that Kyle Murray is very uncoachable, absolutely not. I'm declining that option 100% of the time. And speaking of Mitch,
yo, how you doing?
Not too bad. And it's funny, like I said, this show, like the show title. Yes, I know this sounds kind of weird, but it just, for some reason, I think to myself, I got a chill stream too. It's like, why not have like a lunchtime stream or something like that? So
yeah, you did that before. Didn't you have the afternoon thing?
Yeah, but ever since that kind of flopped.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So honestly, bro, I'm taking it a lot better than a lot of these Eagles fans on Twitter. I'm actually shocked because people
Like I said, it is what it is.
Dude, people are sending me that they're getting blocked by Eagles content creators left and right. I'm like, what the hell?
Some Eagles content creators are soft as hell, and that's kind of ironic to say. But because for me, I was kind of always the kind of person where I just let shit be.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because it's like, 49ers fans will never stop talking. And it's funny because, your 5 Super Bowls are sitting on the shelf and collecting dust. It's like, well, like I said, it's funny. And the Cowboys fans want to talk about that shit. First of all, come back to us when you actually, well, then again, can't say anything, but at the end of the day, man, it was a good Super Bowl. What the fuck?
My bad, I hit the wrong button.
Reaching's a little bit funky to work with, but I think overall it was still a good Super Bowl, even though the halftime show, let's be real, was not great. And I'm sorry, Rihanna fans, but I'm sorry that was just terrible. I will say the best Super Bowl halftime show that I've seen as a long time as a football fan was 2007 with Prince. I'm sorry, you cannot tell me. Well, and then you'll go to make the case for Michael Jackson too in 1993. So even though it was before me and Mitch were even existed. So
you want to hear something funny?
Shoot.
Sixers signed Dwayne Dedman.
I care.
Yeah. So their idea, Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, and that's a good thing too, Jeff. What happened to the Super Bowl commercials? They've been very underwhelming. They've been abysmal this year.
Yeah. Hey, Logan Paul, KSI, Prime. They got.
That's the best one that we got. It's like, not really much.
Good. I love that commercial a lot.
It was. I think that was probably the best Super Bowl commercial we've gotten.
Even though the one with Tubi, it acted like we were on a smart TV, and it was like,
oh yeah. I forgot about that one.
I'm like, wait. I was talking to my dad, and I was like, wait, did I hit a button? I was like, wait, did I hit a fucking button?
Well, yeah. So like I said, it's just one of those things. Is like I said, it's what it is. When you and yeah. So like I said, I'm looking for now. I got baseball season looking forward to.
Yeah.
For me, I could care
tonight.
I could care less about the Sixers because I've always said this too. Is where because
we're team, man. I rock with them. That's like my number one.
Oh yeah, I get that, but like I said, we're a regular season team, regardless of what people think.
Believe me, I know that.
Like we have not been the same after since 2001 after 8. Because
there was I think it was like 2003.
After
it was later on where we beat the Bulls because Derrick Rose got injured, and then we got to the second round and lost by the Celtics in 5.
If I'm not mistaken, too, that was 2008.
That was when Derrick Rose got injured.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's how we were the 8th seed. They were the 1. And we beat him in 7 or 6. That's because of Derrick Rose's injury.
Yeah, and it's the thing too. And I still love Derrick Rose. I think he's still a phenomenal talent, but just hasn't been what he once was after that torn that torn ACL. I think it was.
Not at all.
I mean,
if get out of New York,
it's funny, Mets. Yeah, not including Jeff too, but some Mets Yankees fans are just fucking funny as hell. It's like because it's like first of all, say that the Phillies are Mets. Like first of all, I'm thinking I've actually clapped back at some of these Yankees fans. Like first of all,
I'll be right back. Give me like 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
1, 2. But
wow.
I'm just kidding, Mitch. But yeah, so I've actually clapped back at some Yankees fans. Sometimes are very obnoxious because the fact they say, "Oh, we got 27 weeks," but outside of that, what have you done since 2009? Nothing. Look, even looked at this past all season. You brought back Judge, even though it looked like he might be going. Looked like he could have signed, but then again, before John Heyman jumped the gun and sent that MLB Twitter on a frenzy. That is absolute. No, technically 0-3 if you count the Union. But yeah, it's been tough. You know, I mean, I think no one was gonna really care soccer as much. But then again, if you're a diehard soccer fan, that could be a whole lot different. Sixers, I actually know where that team you ain't kidding. You know, after and all that stuff. What's good, Steve? But yeah, that's a very good point. It's just, and it's just like, to be honest, like for me, like the Flyers, they've been very hit and miss. And I think I've made this point where we have not been the same. I think in terms of try to get back, but we have not been. The Flyers have not been the same after 2010, after we blew that 3-1 lead to the. I want to say, yeah. Hey, Almighty, take it from me. At least but I will say, you know, well, I will say, since we have Jalen Hurts for one more year on his rookie contract, knowing how it's going to do, I think we have like a ton of money coming off the books. I don't think how much we have coming off the books, but I will say, I think we're going to find a way, and we knew that we could kind of try to find a way to, if we decide to move on from Bradbury. I mean, I think Bradbury's still very young, though. It's crazy. But I think knowing what the cornerback market's going to be looking like, I think so. But because remember that extension won't kick in after the 2024 season, and you know, because like I said, he's got one more year left on his rookie contract, so it's gonna be interesting. I know I get it, Arku. But I think over time, though, like I said, it's like this. Nothing changes. I've been a Philly sports fan for years. Like, no matter how much success we have, no one cares. Exactly. You know, I love the rivalry. The rivalries are the best thing in sports, because I love it. I want to see. For me, I'm not the kind of bit of a trash talker. I've never been that way. I just watch the rivalry play out. No matter if it's the Eagles, Giants, Eagles, Cowboys, or Phillies, Met. I mean, the list can go on and on and on. Yeah, that is true, Jeff. That's why you look at it. And it's like, you know, and like I said, the reason why for me, but yeah, it's been. Would you go get your afternoon brownies?
No, I got Chinese food for lunch. Dang. I'm not. What gives you the most? What were you angry about the most last night?
Gannon.
That's it.
That was it. Because looking at it, that, you know, people say, "Oh, that hands to the face." Yeah, that is funny, Jeff. That's the most funny part too. How, because I know, and like I said, I mean, yeah, but like I said, Gannon for me was the biggest issue. Because, you know, and the fact we had Vic Fangio to help him out, it's like, first of all, that whatever scheme with Fangio was giving Gannon was obviously not working. But like you said, I mean,
Gannon is going to go to the Cardinals.
Good riddance. He can co-coach probably the most uncoachable quarterback in the league.
Yep. So, and then the ref, the holding call.
Honestly, that was holding. No matter how you look at it.
Yep. Yep. I said the same thing in my video.
Because it's like, you know, I mean, that's football for you in a nutshell. Yes, and this coming from a guy I've never. Can't say the same for you, Almighty, because first of all, quarterback play is so much different.
Yeah.
But I do think at some point you're going to have to put Hurts in the top 5, because I've said this earlier. What has Justin Herbert shown to be? People think shown to be a top 5 quarterback? Nothing.
Nada.
Because for me, it's Mahomes, Burrow, Josh Allen. I'll probably put Hurts up there because I think Hurts has outperformed Justin Herbert by a mile. Because think about it. Look at the offensive weapons he's had. Keenan Allen can't stay healthy.
Yep, Dak Prescott is definitely not up there.
I mean,
No.
at best, Dak Prescott's a top outside of. I'm
He's
sorry if
top ten.
Almighty, I really cannot take Herbert over Hurts. Look, bias aside,
Somebody's just saying that to troll. He doesn't really mean that.
because look at the weapons the Chargers had. Keenan Allen can't stay healthy. Mike Williams can't stay healthy. That's our part of that defense though. If they stayed healthy, we could have had a bit of a different conversation. But like I said, but then again, this is also Brandon Staley we're talking about here. This is twice that he's choked. Not in the postseason, but look at last year. Had an opportunity to make the playoffs, but no, he had to call it the timeout at the worst. I think probably the worst time you could call a timeout. And that changed everything.
Yeah.
And
So who's the fifth quarterback then?
I mean, I do want to say Lamar, but Lamar hasn't really shown to be a top 5.
It's
And-
not Lamar.
No, I think Lamar is. I mean, realistically, I think Lamar's top 10. Definitely, Jeff, for sure.
He's gonna
like-
send you the link, Jeff, on Twitter. It's not on StreamYard.
I mean, look, more people that will hop on and talk some sports and life. That's kind of the premise of this show and stuff like that.
All I gotta say is this. Yeah, Josh Allen's definitely in top 5. But
Oh, yeah, Josh Allen for
Boyd is
sure.
having the time of his life. He's gonna make a video.
Who?
Boys,
Oh, I could imagine. All right, come on,
and
computer.
his video will be better than Rihanna's halftime show.
I will say, yeah, it's been and I said this too with the Flyers. We have not been the same after 2010 after we blew that 3-1 lead in the oh damn.
Hey, Steve, DM me on Twitter. I got a question for you. DM me on Twitter real quick.
Almighty, yes, we knew this. Even like I said, even though we have a above 500 record, this is also Doc Rose we're talking about here. That's what's. I
Daryl
mean,
Morey too. You gotta put Daryl Morey now.
oh yeah, Daryl Morey's not even off the hook. First of all, why the hell that was my biggest fucking nitpick this past all season. Why the hell are you trying to rebuild the 2017 Rockets?
Yeah.
You
want
and speaking of Jeff,
you want to hear something funny about Dwayne Dedman though? What up, Jeff?
what up, Jeff?
Jeff?
Jeff.
My name is Jeff. But anyways, Dwayne Dedman is 7 feet tall. His career 6 rebounds a game.
That, like I said, second round exit coming. Dude,
First-
it's got written all over it. It's obvious.
Wait, Jeff, you there yet?
I think it might be his mic, or I think. And Jeff, right now, most of the I think it might be having technical problems.
Yeah.
But I don't think Rihanna does look good. I'll give her that. But just the performance, it was not what I would expected. Because if you think about it, look at 1993, if you rewatch it on YouTube, I thought Michael Jackson killed it. Justin Timberlake killed it twice. Well, despite that one wardrobe malfunction by
Right.
Janet Jackson.
Last year's was great.
Oh, absolutely.
I love last year's, bro.
I'm sorry. I think it's up there in terms of I think the top 3 in Super Bowl performances because can't.
Yeah. You can't do anything. And I don't know why Rihanna did it as she's pregnant.
Yeah, that was
You can't hop on?
says it won't
won't
connect the mic. I figured.
Yep, that's a reasoning for you.
Michael Jackson was fantastic. We really look back at it. We did.
I don't think
Jeff.
they ran out of gas. I think they took their feet off the gas.
I mean,
That
either way.
makes sense.
Well, yeah, but either way, we still ran out of gas nonetheless. But like I said, man, it is what it is. if you're a spring football head, you're looking forward to the XFL.
I might do the XFL next week. I'm thinking about it.
It's
Do you know
actually
who's playing?
actually, now that I think about it, and that's a very good point too that I've been seeing too. Like the NFL paid $800,000 for that field.
Right.
And first of all, you had a good amount of time to get that and like do like some field testing. And I think that's the Vipers and the Renegade. I think that's the first team that opens up week 1. Well, who knows, Jeff? Because we have a lot of stuff to talk about.
With the Giants, they're in the right direction.
Oh, absolutely.
They're in the right direction. It's just for me, I got to see what happens with this Daniel Jones contract.
Yeah, because I think that's the. Well, the also thing too. They also they got to figure out what to do with who am I thinking of? Who am I missing? Blank Saquon. Why do I keep blanking on this goddamn name?
Mm-hmm.
And not to mention and also that new type of grass that they implemented, and not just us. I mean, you could have seen Pacheco had issues with it. I think Kadarius Toney had issues. A lot of players had issues with that turf.
Yeah, I'm just terrible.
Like, shit. Well, then again, I won't say play artificial.
It's not as bad as the Commanders.
Yeah, you kidding? Not just that, or you have like the have the bleachers falling on top of your head, or you have like the sewage pipes bursting.
They almost killed our quarterback.
Shit, and yet, But the good news is though that the let's see. All right. Yo. I don't see what the painted areas was slippery.
I'm just after the Nets lost that. Oh my god. Bro,
weird.
I just thought of this, right?
What's that?
I just thought of this. Quez Watkins. Why?
We do need a better third receiver, that's for sure. Yeah, the next time I'm gonna have this on StreamYard as well.
What do you mean?
The show as well, because I think Jeff's having technical issues. I'm not.
So what? Are you gonna stop here and go over there?
No, I think episode 2 though. I'll probably will do that this Friday. No, wait a minute. Thursday afternoon. Because I got nothing else better to do. But yeah, so I want to have this on StreamYard as well. But like I said, at the end of the day, look, it is what it is. Move on. Got the off season to work with, and let Howie do his magic.
Hey guys, I don't know if you saw my video, but if you want to troll me in the comments, go for it. It helps me out. So go for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How much of the blame do you put on Hurts? How much of the blame do you put on Hurts?
0.
Yep.
The defense let him down. It's like, I think a lot of teams. Sorry, I'm munching on Fritos honey barbecue flavored twists.
Yeah, so the only thing for me, the Eagles defense, if you take away that, oh my God, that fumble. We would have, I can't say that. I can't, and then they missed the field goal.
So either way, both teams made mistakes. I mean, even though both teams didn't really look perfect, I would say in terms of, especially by Kansas City standards, especially with Harrison Butker, who's been, let's be real, Mr. Consistency outside of because I've actually talked to Chiefs fans. I've seen Chiefs fans criticize this man for stinking inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
And it was from 42 yards out, and you clonk it off the front of the upright, something or so. I've seen Butker can hit like 40 outside 45, but he can't hit a 42. That's unlike Harrison Butker that I've seen. But
that defense, man, it's just like Gannon. Everything throughout the whole season,
it's just like Gannon gave up.
60 minutes. Yeah, it's terrible, bro. That group that I'm in with the painted lines. Oh my god. That was
I've
terrible.
I said this too. Like we had not been the same after Jim Johnson got arrested at me and sold because we've been through so many
Yeah.
different horrible defensive coordinators over the years.
Yep, Kadarius Toney. How did we let Kadarius Toney run to the 5-yard line?
And that's another issue I'm need how we fix up is the special teams because
Toney had a good return. That was it.
like you had an opportunity to use Greg Ward as your or as your punt returner, but no, you had.
He was injured.
What's good, Ryan? But yeah, it's like I said, it is what it is. Our special teams just not just been bad at the Super Bowl; it's been horrible all year. I think. Well, we were like in the. I don't think where we were ranked in terms of special teams. I know we were probably low in the league.
Uh-huh.
In the special teams category, but outside of that, I mean,
no sacks. Are you kidding me? Zero.
And then also think of this too. Why blitz in the fucking red zone? Why would the hell you waiting this long to fucking blitz? That's another thing too that kind of pisses me off. It's like, why are you waiting to like the last, like the crucial moment to actually now you want to blitz? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yep.
I know some will. I know we'll definitely take a pay cut for sure, Jeff. But it depends on if Kelsey and Cox or Graham want to come back. That's up to them.
Cox, Graham. What about Kelsey though? You think he's back or is he done?
Unless you brought him with a keg of beer, that's different. I think he might retire. But I think, well, then again though, is Cam Jurgens really ready to take over the center spot though? That's my biggest concern.
Oh, I think he is.
Even though at one, because actually, yeah, well, I mean, I thought actually Dixon actually played pretty well this year.
For having number 69, he did well.
Exactly, I think he had a really good season. I mean, you know, I mean, look, like the positive I took out of the Super Bowl was the Kelsey brothers. I thought they actually, just loved the celebrate rivalry and stuff like that. I mean, I think Solomalo, I think we can replace, for sure. I think
our offensive line we can easily replace. But we might take one with the 10th overall pick.
Because I mean, at this point, you can either go corner, you can go O line, or you can go and stuff like that.
Telling me edge.
I wouldn't say edge yet. But I think we could definitely get an edge in the later rounds.
Correct. Yes.
And same with the wide receiver too. You know.
Yeah.
But if there's a wide receiver to be taken, but I mean, would you want to reach for a wide receiver? Because we've seen that at times that doesn't really work out as well. But then again, we've seen wide receivers who get taken early in the first round do pan out. I mean, Chris Olave, perfect example. I mean, the question is like it depends on who's out. Well, who's going to be in the draft class, because we know that this is going to be a quarterback heavy draft class. I don't know about the. There's a couple guys that I've been keeping my eye on. I mean, true, but you got Quez Watkins. Like I said, he got bricks for hands. I'm thinking much. And this is the issue at times too, which I think, Mitch, I don't think you really talked about this. Like some of our wide receivers needs to stop with this hesitancy and stop slowing down on plays, because that was a perfectly. If he continued to run the route that he did and not slow down, that's a touchdown right there in his hands.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, Jeff. Like, you need like the later rounds, because it's like it was good though. I will say that
Hassan Reddick is in the chat. Hassan's there.
But yeah, I thought the Super Bowl this year was pretty competitive. I mean, if you looked at except for not Super Bowl 53, because holy crap, that was horrible. I mean, at the end of the day, like we said, a loss is a loss. It is what it is. You know, to an extent, yes, Steve, but most of the time, first we had to get fucking Marcus Epps or TJ Edwards to cover Kelsey earlier in the first half. And you can't tell me otherwise.
Marcus Epps was bad in the first half.
Knowing that these guys, I mean, we're gonna have to find better replacements for them. You
Yeah.
know, I would definitely bring back Kaiser White. That's for sure. I thought but then again, though, that's a good point though. He's just not showing up at all in this most of this. Well, actually, no, I'm wrong. But regardless, and that's the thing too. Yeah, that's the thing with the Chiefs though, because defense, so we definitely could try to replace Marcus Epps for sure, because I think there's probably going to be some better talent out there. That's because in terms of the defense, though, runs defense, you know, I'm pretty sure Hill's. Oh, that's a good point. How does Tyree? Yeah, Melvin Gordon gets the ring. That's true as well, even though he's on their practice squad.
Oh, their backup quarterback retired.
Yeah, Chad Henne. So they're going to be in need of a backup QB. But the question is, it could be anybody. That's how the Chiefs are.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, Marcus Edwards, we could definitely replace. Same with TJ Edwards. As much as I love the guy in terms of his ability, his passing defense just stinks.
Yeah, even though he's really great at tackling.
Yeah, I mean, and we definitely need a better special teams coordinator, because he ain't it. Because holy crap. Almighty, I might be covering it. I think most of us will.
Oh, the NFL draft. I'm probably gonna live stream. A lot of us are gonna live stream it.
Probably. I think probably.
I don't know if I am. I'm still thinking about it.
Well, it depends. If day one is not on the day that I'm working, I'll definitely be on for sure and live stream it.
Jeff and I are doing the NFL free agency the first day.
Yeah, see, for me, I won't be available. I say for me, I won't be available for the NBA or NFL, the NBA trade deadline or the NFL free agency.
Trade deadline passed.
Oh, the trade deadline. Well, regardless, but
yep, it passed. We got Jalen Edwards.
Yeah. It's whatever. But like I said, you know, it's just one of those things. Exactly, Jeff. Like, we can't say till when April gets here, and we'll see see how this all plays out. And but quite frankly, though, you know, I'm excited for what this draft class that's for sure.
Now, I don't know much about the draft class. I'm keeping it a buck. So
there's some in this draft class that I kept my eye on.
No?
In terms of the quarterback prospects, I haven't really watched much of Will, but I've seen some games from CJ Stroud and Bryce Young. That, you know, I thought they actually have I think that they look good. Now the question is, it's
what?
Like I said, Will Levis, I don't know much about, because I've never watched any. Because I really never watched any Kentucky football. That's for sure. But the wide receiver prospects are pretty good too, even though I haven't really paid much attention to it.
Yeah, Jeff, the offseason is going to be interesting.
It's going to be very interesting, because like now we're going to see where Derek Carr is going to go, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Derek Carr is going to get cut.
Wouldn't be surprised too.
He just won't get traded to any other team.
You know, I can't blame him. But in terms of the draft class, there's a couple of guys I've been keeping my eye on that I've seen a lot. Miles Murphy from Clemson. He's also a part of it, interior defensive lineman. Or Kelly Ringo from Georgia. He's a cornerback. Because I've been seeing we could be taking a cornerback if we decide to move on from Bradbury. But in turn, if we need like a tackle and stuff like that, I mean, Peter Skoronski from Northwestern, I think, is another guy that's been kind of highlighted as well. But like I said, I don't really do like deep dives like as much as the next person. But I just do it just from the eye test perspective. and see. Jalen Carr is another is interest, and that's another thing too. I wanted to talk about because I don't always ever really read up on this, like how there's been bad blood between Kyle Shanahan and Jimmy Garoppolo, which has been very interesting to kind of read about. So it's like if Garoppolo like this is my thing. I think this is where I think Shanahan at times needs to get out of his own way, and if you're gonna have if you knew yet your quarterback situation isn't the greatest, you should at least suit it. Jimmy G should have suited up for it. But then again, y'all have, I don't know. That's just, but
Now, where do you think Rodgers is going to go?
That's a good question.
I'm going
One
Niners.
hand, you said go to the Niners.
I'm saying Niners.
That could be a possibility. Or I think for some reason on the top of my head, I think he might call retirement. I think Kenny Gainwell is going to be our new number one running back. I've seen Raiders and Rodgers been tied to the Raiders as well, but I don't know though. Do you really want to play? But then again, though, I'm going to be asking this like, who wants to play under Josh McDaniels and how the entire Raiders team?
No, wait. You know who I have going to the Raiders?
Who's that?
Carson Wentz.
I've been.
Come on, that'll be funny.
Oh, and that's right. Shout out to Sports PSP for the $2 super chat. I seen the Jets are it's another interesting one because they did get Nathaniel Hackett as their offensive coordinator. So,
yeah.
and I think Rodgers did say that he might not go to the Niners and stuff like that. Well, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see come the all season. We'll see.
I think he should. Because honestly, they're a quarterback away, literally.
And
they're about 3 other quarterbacks away.
But who knows with John Lynch and stuff like that. Another guy that I've been seeing that's keeping a close eye on. Devin Witherspoon from Illinois. I think he's been kind of getting a lot of, I won't say a lot of hype, but he's been kind of drawing a lot of attention. Miles Murphy, like I said, from Clemson. Brian Brees, another guy that I've been very high on as well. I think he's another guy that's a tremendous upside. But the only downside with him, what you're getting trade off is he does have a bit of an injury history. Not significantly, but he has missed some time this year. Not just from an injury perspective, but he has taken some personal time off. Honestly, if somehow that's a good question though. The Lakers make the playoffs. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know.
The Lakers will make the playoff or make the play in, but if they make it to the playoffs, they're out first round.
Yeah.
First round. I mean,
now, Mitch, I know you watched a lot of Michigan this year. How good is Maisie Smith, or was it Maisie?
Yeah, he's good. I like him a lot. I like him.
How was I mispronouncing his name right?
Huh?
I'm not mispronouncing his name.
Fine. You're fine. I can't pronounce it myself. So,
because by the way, it's spelled Mazi. I think is it Mazi or Maisie?
I pronounce it wrong all the time. So it's like I like him.
I like this wide receiver's name, Tank Dell.
Yep.
Yeesh, we got some some names that I'm not going to pronounce, and I'm going to butcher. These are, God, when if you're of African descent and you have a name like that, it's like, ugh. So like, God, that's going to be bad if someone butchers it. Trenton Simpson, a very good linebacker prospect. I think a lot of people tend to sleep on Trenton Simpson a little bit. Jesus.
What?
Oh my God! And shout out to Jeffy too. He brought us breaking news that Greg Roman is getting an interview with the Commanders as their offensive coordinator.
So is Eric Bieniemy.
Who needs an OC? Actually, now that I think about it, that's a very good question. What teams need an offensive coordinator? No, I think we already have a backup plan. So, Definitely could use maybe the Cardinals. Depends on who they're going to get as their head coach, but that's going to take a while because man, who wants to play with Coach Kyler Murray after all this shit going on?
Right.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Jeff. I think Bieniemy has shown, and this is my thing too. Let the past go. Give this man a chance. Wait, who did it? Oh, that's right, Schottenheimer. I forgot. The Cowboys got Schottenheimer. Yeah, not the greatest. But we'll see. But then again, you have Mike McCarthy when he calling plays. But like I said, we'll see. Like I said, I don't want to get too farther into it though.
You're gonna do Raw tonight, right?
Yeah.
All right. I might hop on after the Sixers.
Yeah. So I mean, and then Friday the 24th, I'm going to be live for the Suns and Clippers.
What time is that at? 10, right?
10 o'clock.
Damn. Oh my god.
Yeah, man, it's been hell of a season, regardless. And people,
of course.
But yeah, man, it is what it is. But like I said, I can't complain too much. But hey, there goes Arku hating the Clippers. But then again, who doesn't hate the Clippers nowadays?
Me. I don't hate the Clippers. Why would I hate the Clippers?
Well, I was going to make a bad joke about it, but I don't want to say it. I was going to say they're going to probably clip everything. I know that was going to be a bad joke.
I know exactly where you were going.
I was like, damn, they're going to clip everything. So I was like,
yeah.
I didn't want to say it, it sounded too cringy.
What I hate them about is Kawhi Leonard and Paul George sitting in and out. But other than that, why?
And it's funny, the fact not to mention, did they just not trade? Did they also trade for John Wall too? And they had to send his ass back to Houston?
Yeah.
Honestly,
yeah. Rob made it funny.
Yeah, like I said,
Eagles defense made it funny. Too soon.
Well, you ain't wrong.
Too soon.
But it's like, for me though, I think the one team I think in the NBA, I think it's definitely could potentially make the play-in. I think we could agree to disagree. It's the Oklahoma City Thunder. I really do think of how the Thunder have been playing as of recently. Who's to say? I think they could sneak into the play-in. Yes, they probably may not go far, but regardless, I've actually
blaming Gannon too much. Is that even a thing? I didn't even think that was a thing.
Well, you ain't wrong, but taking into consideration, if a players can't execute because, if you have this person here, if you can't have the right scheme to fit your players, yeah, you can blame the players too. But coaching, this also falls on coaching.
Hey, almighty New York people in the chat. You guys made the Empire State Building green. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Arku. Like I said, exactly. Coaching's one. Yeah, exactly. If you can't execute through if the coaching, and this is a lot of times too, I think coaching nowadays, for me, I think kind of gotten soft over the years. But I could be wrong. Because for me, I'm a kind of guy that's like, if you're not going to execute, I would definitely get in your face and it's like, rip you a new one. Because that's how what I would do it.
Are the Suns finals contenders?
Yes. It's finals or bust for the Suns after trading for KD.
Kind of like the Eagles.
Yeah, ain't wrong. I do like Martin. Oh, damn, Jeff. Because you're irrelevant for the last. Then again, like you said, that's proving my point. When you have Gene Tholish,
you can say the same thing about you can say that about a lot of teams. So,
well, we've been irrelevant. We've been irrelevant for 30 plus years.
I mean, we've been
to an extent.
No, okay. If you want to go to championship route, then yes, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Championship route. That's what I'm going for.
If you want the Sixers making clowns of themselves, having
That's been
Terrible.
we've been doing that
coaching,
for years.
terrible signings, terrible trades, terrible managers.
So you ain't wrong.
They're making themselves relevant by making themselves look stupid.
But hey, take it from shit. The one team we can make fun of that's been still stuck in relevancy is the Flyers. They've not won anything since 1975.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's good, Crazy Juice?
Oh god.
I don't think, like I said, I don't think the Nets are as it's crazy. Like for me, I don't really hate the Nets as the next guy.
I hate the Nets. You know why?
Because
they're there. No, it's not because of Jeff. They're just there. Like, what do? You're just there. You get what I'm saying? Like the Knicks, I can understand New York. Brooklyn Nets.
absolutely.
You're there.
But like I said, I'm the kind of person because I know I mean, look, they got some good talent on that Brooklyn roster. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
I like Nicholas Claxton, and that is true. And Arku does make a good point though that the Nets got everything. The only person that's left behind is you know who.
You know who and you know where.
Oy vey.
Come on, you walked me into that.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
You're lagging a little bit.
I'm lagging a little. It is what it is. And shout out to Jorge Rubio with the Island of Revency reference.
I just love how, you know what I love? Almighty and Jeff are going back and forth about who runs the city. And then Arku just goes, look at my Thunder.
Arku is right about the Thunder, though, because the Thunder, as much as I hate to say it, but I find the Thunder very entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
And they're much more entertaining than the Sixers, I'll tell you that much. In terms of, because look at the chemistry, the stability. First of all, the coaching guys is fantastic over in Oklahoma City. And but like I said, man, it's been.
You want to hear something crazy?
What's that?
The content creator, Alkabe the analyst?
Yes.
He hit 23,000.
Damn.
He was just at 7K like a couple months ago.
Sheesh.
You know how it was? It's going to be shocking.
How?
Community tab.
Hey, shit, that comes in really handy.
Pause.
Well, that too. But like I said, you don't need. For me, it's a useful tool, and the way. Exactly, Crazy Jews. I think people need to stop really, understand. God, Jeff, man, we love you, man. Oh, I love it. Between the battle of the Knicks and the Nets. Now, that'd be funny.
Yeah. You want to hear something? We beat the Nets and the Knicks.
Barely by the Nets.
Yeah.
I think by both teams, I think we barely scraped by.
Spencer Dinwiddie shot at the logo. It goes in, but it doesn't count. I'm like, hey, it didn't count. We win.
I'm nice. Oh, yeah, Jeff, we know that. Like, that's kind of nothing new.
We know that.
It's kind of like, first of all, like, it's like, even when we try to disguise it, it's still going to be obvious that we still ain't shit.
Celtics, they got to move by getting
I think
Mike Muscala. The Bucks got Jay Crowder.
Yeah, it's part of that. Actually, what
did we do? What did we do?
Jaden McDaniels. What did he do?
Jalen McDaniels. I like him. He's a better overall player than Thibault. We pick up Dwayne Dedmon, 33-year-old, 7 foot, who can't rebound.
Yeah, that will be shocking.
Shut up.
I will say I do agree with Jeff. If the Celtics somehow do not win the East, I won't say it's shocking, but there's been some times where I've seen the Nuggets, or not the Nuggets. Why the Celtics have not been great. I mean, think about it. Early in the season, they lost 3 or 4 to the Orlando Magic.
Halftime. Not halftime, Jesus Christ. Jeff, he averages 6 rebounds a game at 7 feet.
And you tell me that's
who's not athletic, and that's it. And he was actually on the Sixers years ago. So we brought him back instead of getting their wins.
I completely forgot about that.
I'm trying to think what year. I think it was 13 or 14.
Oh God, oh good Lord. Jeez, don't remind. That's the one. Thank God most of us, we moved on from that. Even, jeez. Then again, though, nothing changes. He was with us in 2014.
It was 14?
Yeah.
That was close. I said 13, 14.
He was with the 13 to 14. He was with the Golden State Warriors G League, the Santa Cruz Warriors at the time. Yeah. He's been in the league since 2013. He's 6'10", 245 pounds. And he has he's a D League All-Star in 2014. That's all he's got. And that really does.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Carmelo Anthony is still a free agent and no one's picking him up.
Shit.
Hey, I would have, honestly. He could still score off the bench, unlike ours. We still have Furkan Korkmaz. D. Pause.
But yeah, crazy Jews. I mean, look, it's going to take a while for the Sixers to figure out what the hell going on, because Maury's just, I don't know what else to say. I mean, as much as I like that optimism from you, Steve, but I can't really trust the Nuggets. I'm not hating on the Nuggets, but it's just how much can you rely on it?
I can't trust the health.
That's why the health is the issue with the Nuggets.
Oh my gosh, damn.
But outside of that, man, God, my eye needs to.
Oh, you only have 3? Almighty, you don't even have 3 yet? That's funny. We got 3.
Yeah. It's just, and not to mention too, you had, jeez, if you look at the Knicks, I mean, they had some really good players over the years, but never really done much. First of all, the last time they've been into the NBA Finals when they had Patrick Ewing, they have not done shit after that, if you think about it. But like I said, yeah, we got 2. I was surprised.
Hold on.
I think of.
No, I didn't call for you, Siri. You dumbass. 3. I'm looking up 3.
Oh, there you go.
55, 67, and 83. Obi Toppin was not a waste of a pick.
Obi Toppin is a real good player.
I like Obi a lot. The worst trade was trading for Josh Hart.
I think Josh Hart's not bad as bad as people might think.
That it's what they gave up.
I will say, yeah, what they gave up. I mean, was what exactly did they give up?
A first, and I remember in Cam Reddish. Remember how they traded first for Cam Reddish years ago?
Yeah. So first of all, Josh Hart was for me. I don't think Josh Hart is worth a first-round pick. At best, if you give like a second and a third plus Cam Reddish, I would take that in a heartbeat. It seems more realistical than what they gave up.
Yeah.
But Josh Hart, though, I mean, it's not as bad as people may think he is.
Yep.
And seeing that, that's another guy. Tom Thibodeau does not like playing younger guys.
And by the way, Jeff, you spelled Josh Hart wrong.
And actually, no, that's how you spell his last name.
No, first name Jos. It's Josh.
Oh. I don't see. I think Bridges might be going.
Bridges is locked up.
I think
he's not going anywhere.
Actually, what
he is locked up?
I gotta just look at that.
DiVincenzo is going to say Golden State.
Yeah, I think he's the same with Golden. It's crazy that Golden State took a bit of a step backwards.
Good. I didn't on. Huh?
Wait,
Yeah, you
what?
said good. I did it on purpose. I didn't on purpose. Huh?
Mm.
I'm confused.
Exactly.
Yeah, Bridges is not going anywhere. Oh my god. Hey Almighty, me and Cool Cat, just like you guys know, me and Cool Cat are going live at 3. So if you want to come on my channel, show the hell out of us, go for it. It helps me out at the end.
Because think of this. Yeah, so he's not to be a free agent. So they got 4 more years of control. The Nets have 4 more years of control of Mikal Bridges before 2020, which is where that's where agent.
So, did you know that I think it was the Grizzlies offered 4 first-round picks for Bridges?
I don't think he's worth.
He's worth 2.
I'll say 2. I think he.
4
But
is crazy.
First of all, Harden's with us. Katie's with the Suns. Kyrie is with the Mavs.
What are you eating there?
Like I said, I got two bags of Fritos honey. These are pretty good.
I haven't had that in a while. Almighty, you can't do anything with the Knicks. You beat us in the regular season. Cool. So did you. So did we. We made it to the conference finals. Or no, we haven't in like God knows how long.
It's been since 2001.
Yeah.
So it's been over 20 years. Yeah, holy fuck.
I want to see something. So when you go to, I gotta look at the standings real quick. So when you go here, NBA standing, the Knicks right now are the seventh seed. Okay.
With that, I don't play him.
Halftime when you shut up.
You dinkapoop.
So the Knicks will be playing, I think the Hawks. No, they'll be playing Toronto in the play-in.
Oof.
And then the Hawks will play the Wizards. You did that, Greg. I really do, man. Appreciate that. So if the Knicks squeeze in the play-in, they'll be playing the Celtics.
Oh, good luck with that.
And then the second one will be playing the Net or the Bucks. So,
and that is true. And Arku
will be playing the Heat in the playoffs. Oh, damn, the green screen.
Yeah, well, I get that.
Sixers will be. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna turn this off.
Turn it off. But yeah, and Arku does bring up a good point. Yeah, the one team that's kind of stayed in relevancy was the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, granted, you haven't really done much, but they've been putting on.
That's better.
Putting on some some pretty good, and that's the thing too with the Oklahoma City Thunder. What I do like it, they're very high scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did with the Lakers and Thunder with an opportunity to see LeBron break the scoring.
Yeah,
scoring
record. Team to watch, and when it comes to LeBron breaking Kareem's record, congrats.
Exactly, like that's
the Wizards. You lost to the Wizards. I mean, to the Thunder. Jesus Christ.
What?
Dude, I'm tired. I didn't fall asleep last night. Yeah, you beat the Thunder.
The Thunder spoiled the party.
The Thunder.
So that
when Kareem did it, they won by 40.
Well, you guys think of this too. Like, when Kareem played, and this is when my grandparents. Goalie.
Did you get my video I sent to you?
No, halftime. We ain't seen shit for you. We ain't seen shit.
You want to do the Sixers game with me tonight at 7? You want to do it with me? Sixers Rockets?
I said this too. The Sixers somehow fuck up against the Rockets. I'm done.
No, we already lost the Rockets, I think.
Did we?
No, I'm thinking last year.
That was last year.
Yeah.
But still, I've
Yeah,
actually done pretty well not doing any Sixers games this year.
Let me know, and I'll set it up after Kukat match.
So for me, I've always felt like every time it's win or lose, if the Sixers keep on winning, then I don't do games. Then so be it.
Yes, Mitch, I have Mitch. Okay.
But yeah,
When he says my name twice, makes me feel important.
you're an important nincompoop. That's what you are.
Okay.
But yeah, because I've been trying to find stuff like that. We'll see. We'll see how Raw is because SmackDown. Oh my God, that was horrible this week.
It was bad.
Dude, SmackDown was fucking garbage. Honestly, it's gonna get to the point where, like, if the thing is too, like, yes, people paint on the Thunder, like, it's funny because it's like,
All right, halftime, you're in. Perfect. I'll set it up after. Kukat
definitely,
nice.
But yeah, and you're not wrong, Goalie. I think most of us. Oh, I feel bad for you, your Bulls, man. I really goddamn do. Hey, I'm waiting on the draft.
Hey, I could troll him right now, but I'm not going to.
Because I mean, it is what, like I said, it is what it is. And yeah, but my thing is too, since Dallas trade for Kyrie, for me, I don't really think that's it for them. They have to get that man some more help. I think getting some of Kyrie is a step, but I don't know.
For me, when it comes to baseball,
Mitch cannot sit because I've seen a couple streams where Mitch felt like he was going to fall asleep a couple times.
I mean, I can do it when I'm with somebody, but when I'm by myself, I can't.
Dude, I enjoy it. I really do.
The Mavs, Kyrie's only going to be there for half the season. Free agency,
and that
he's going to the Lakers.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, they need to trade Levine, but it's not going to happen.
And then you have fucking what the fuck's his name? Lonzo Ball's still out with a fucking knee injury.
You guys were so close to getting Westbrook.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that will be intriguing to say the least.
Now,
but then again,
it depends on how far the Mavs will go. It depends. If they can make it to the Western Conference Finals again with Kyrie, I think he'll stay.
I think he'll stay for sure because I think
he'll stay. But if you can't get further than the Lakers somehow, some way,
then that's concerning.
He's going to the Lakers, bro.
Because the thing with the Mavs is, it's like if you looked at the Mavs over the years. So I mean, look at some of the players that they had. I think Jason Kidd has done a really good job with this Mavs team to an extent, to the point where, yeah, I mean, look, last year they ran to the bus, so that was the Golden State Warriors. But now look at the Golden State Warriors nowadays. It's like the Warriors looks like a whole different team than what we expect. Because you would think the Warriors would have some, the same expectations, year in and year out. But the fact that Curry has at points had a hard time staying healthy. Draymond, it's all the shit surrounding with Draymond, who I think is not the greatest. I mean, in terms of what you have. I mean, you traded James Wiseman, and that might come back to bite you in the rear. That might come back to bite them in the rear end after the Gary Payton situation.
Oh my God, that Gary Payton thing. Bro.
Yeah, that might be done, but then that also screws the other. That screws out Portland and Atlanta.
Well, when it comes to the Bulls, right? I mean, not the Bulls, Beverly. I don't know where he's going.
From what I've been seeing, like he might go back to Minnesota.
Hey, if he goes back to Minnesota, they win the trade because they get their player back.
Because if you looked at the numbers he's put up, even though he may not put up like double-digit numbers, he actually put up some solid, decent numbers with the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah.
I think, and it's funny, that's, like you said, and I feel you, goalie. I really think, because I feel you on that one. Chicago sports fans, man.
Hey,
they got I thought we have it rough. Man, Chicago has it worse.
No. MLS final, Union lose. Phillies in the World Series, we lose. Eagles losing the Super Bowl. All in the span of a year.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
A year. And I can't watch soccer.
You know, I mean, there's always that,
I can talk about soccer.
but it's kind of hard to get into. And it's the same thing with for me. It was good for me. I can't talk. Exactly. And at times, yeah, that's the thing with Pat Bev. Sometimes he talks all this shit, and sometimes you see him get cooked.
Hey, Hardcore Sports on Sunday. You ready? We're gonna be streaming the Daytona 500.
Like we got one left turn, two left turns. Then we get a couple pit stops here and there. Here comes our pace car. I was like,
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm this.
AKAM.
I know Randy,
AKAM.
Yeah, because I was going to plan on coming on, but unfortunately, I'm working that day.
Yeah, I'm not going to go on.
I haven't really watched NASCAR since, like I said,
you know
when
what
Jimmy.
I'm going to try to go on. If I go on, I'm going to try to stay awake. Because if I stay awake somehow for more than an hour, I'll be shocked.
I'll be surprised. But don't be shocked if Mitch somehow brings a golf live stream on there.
I'm thinking about it, but I'm probably not going to do it. Maybe for one day.
And that is true. Going to
you know how long golf is?
Very long. It's been like hours.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, Gooley. I've actually some Chicago Sky fans are just fucking arrogant as all hell. First of all, like basically called Candace Parker sauce and a ring chaser. First of all, she's got 2 rings. Like she gave you, and Sparks. I talked to Sparks fans. You know, they've been very appreciative. You know, when Candace Parker played for the Sparks and gave him a title. Now the Sparks, they're in a whole different.
Julie, you want to pop on, or are you working?
I'm pretty sure he's working. I don't know for sure, but outside of that, man, it's been interesting to say the least. You know, it is what it is. Like I said, we can't really complain about it. A loss is a loss, no matter how you look at it. But yeah, outside of that, I think that's going to do it for right now for episode 1 of this lunchtime with Rob and Mitch. Man, it's kind of been fun having you on for majority of it, and I think episode 2.
Man, I'm not looking forward to it.
In 30, you got 30. Well, it's going to be 30 minutes.
37 minutes, 36, 37.
But yeah, so
you know why? I'm gonna get all the trolls in there. Most of them going to be on my channel. I don't know. Cool Cat will probably get a lot.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. This is me. This is going to be me.
Mitch, you probably won't even care.
I won't care, but I'm going to be sitting like this. I got nothing to say.
I mean, absolutely. None of us do.
I got nothing to say.
The one team that deserves the right to talk a lot of shit.
Funny as hell. Did you see Cool Cat's video?
I have not.
Oh my god! When it comes to Jalen Hurts, bro, he's gonna go off.
And this is why I give a lot of respect to Patrick Mahomes and what he said in his comments on Jalen Hurts. Like, you know, like he knew like he got statistically got outplayed, but you know the fact that he's so. Like this, and basically what Mahomes basically said, he said that I don't see any doubt. I mean, yes, I really give Mahomes a lot of credit for giving a lot of respect to Hurts and what he tried to carry this team on his back. But like we said, the defense kind of let him down.
You know what bothers me now? Whenever I hear Hurts, I think of the Eagles song when it goes Hurts, 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 so good, and I'm like, damn.
It's like it's not really. It's sometimes, but like I said, Casey, they do have the right to talk a lot of shit. Not first for the 49ers. Jeez, the 49ers are so fucking obsessed. They will never let it go.
Yeah, Gooley, I'm surprised you haven't tried to troll me in any way.
Well, but then again, though, I think for me, I don't take Gooley as kind of the trolling type.
Yeah, but when it comes to me, it does.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've never seen.
When it comes to me, yeah.
I never seen Gooley troll you.
Hey, I said the Eagles were going to win 30-17. I said the Bills were going to win the Super Bowl 2 years in a row.
Oh, right. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I completely forgot about
Next
that.
year, I got the Chiefs and the Eagles. I don't know. We got a lot of
Well,
work
we'll
to
see.
do.
But outside of that, I'm about to head up out of here because I got some stuff I got to do and get ready for Raw at 8 o'clock or 7:50 to say is the start time
Yeah, and I'm going to be streaming the Sixers versus the Rockets.
against Rockets.
Sixers versus Rockets tonight with halftime. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be fun. And shout out to my guy, Earl Cole. He's going to be at Raw tonight.
Absolutely. And
I
me,
think he
Tyler.
might pop in. He's done that before. He
Yeah.
might pop in. So,
We'll see.
I want him to stay live throughout the whole thing, but I don't want to risk getting copyright.
Especially for me getting monetized too.
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
And I'm not losing any goddamn money.
Yeah.
That's just me. But outside of that, I'll see you guys in the next one.
See you guys.